Welcome back to the Charismatic Voice. Today we're going to be returning to the band and singer that has the most watched video on this channel. This is Disturbed with lead vocalist David Draiman. Now, their cover of The Sound of Silence is so extraordinary. It really blew my mind. Very, very amazing. And so I've been wanting to go back and listen to another cover that they did. This is going to be If I Ever Lose My Faith in You. The song is originally by Sting. In fact, it even won Sting a Grammy in 1994 for Best Male, I think it's Pop Vocal Performance. And it was also nominated for a bunch of other awards. It is like one of the staple Sting songs. But it's particularly interesting to me that they released this in the middle of 2020. So early 2020, they had announced that their tour was going to be postponed due to COVID-19. And then this was released in September of 2020. And eventually the entire tour was canceled. So I really think that during 2020, people lost a lot of faith in things. And I can't help but feeling like they really wanted to send a message out with this song. I'm really excited to get to hear it for the first time. So let's get to it.
You could say I lost my faith in science and progress. You could say I lost my belief in religion. You could say I lost my sense of direction. You could say all of this and worse, but if I ever lose my faith in you.
I'm really interested in how this is sounding different from the original, what they're doing to change it and give it their own feeling. One of the things that is really drawing my attention is the way it feels much more somber. And I think that makes sense. It's been a very, very somber year for many people. And the piano definitely helps bring a little more reflection and sentimentality to it. Often solo piano is placed in films or television to specifically bring a little bit extra emotional pull of the heartstrings. There's also really nice reverb that is on that piano to maybe give it like a certain sense of emptiness. I dig how they have mic'd David Draiman's voice. He sounds really close and personal and casual, whereas Sting's voice often will sound a little bit further away. This sounds like it's a friend almost confessing to you in your ear. And I also am noticing an interesting parallel now between Sting's voice and David Draiman's. I don't think I would have ever drawn if he hadn't done a cover of the song. He has a certain smoothness that's akin to Sting's voice. And I think that's just fascinating coming from this guy that's like, rah, rock. There's a smoothness in here that's really beautiful. I want to go back to the beginning. Some really strong visuals as well.
You could say I lost my faith in science and progress. You could say I lost my belief in religion. You could say I lost my sense of direction.
We're going to go back and listen to this part one more time because I am once again astounded by how specific David Draiman is about his vocals. His expression is like, it is very, very specific in so many instances. I'm going to go back and pause them as they're going by, because this to me is one of those things that defines a master, is when they have lots of little tiny bits that they add just to enhance their message a little bit more. So check this out. He does a lot of things to sound more casual and real, like a friend again.
You could say
Right there, he's adding essentially fry to the end of that as he goes off of it, and that makes it feel a lot more spoken and casual.
lost my faith in science and progress.
He also did the fry on and there, same idea essentially.
You could say
He scoops at the beginning of some words, not every word. Again, these are all very specifically chosen moments. So and that makes it feel like it's coming from a place that's almost more in the core, more felt like it's like it's casual. It's coming up. It's just spoken off the cuff, but it's spoken from a place that is really sincere and true and grounded.
I lost my belief in religion. You could say I lost my sense of direction.
That was cool. The air direction, instead of going through that in, which he did more with religion, he gave a little puff of air. Very interesting choice in that ending. And it was interesting to hear. I would just compare this versus the first vocal thing we heard from him. Very like small differences, but very intentional.
You could say all of this and worse, but
Again, right? Little toss off. Sometimes he's ending those notes perfectly cleanly, right on the money. And sometimes he's tossing them off. He's so specific and does so many different little things just in the first 50 seconds of the song. It's incredible. All of those things are added together to present more message. I really think that he's super attached to this message and wanted to communicate it just like heart to heart. It was just beautiful, really beautiful.
if I ever lose my faith in you,
There's that smoothness. It reminds me of Sting really nicely.
there'll be nothing left for me to do.
Cool echo.
Some would say I was a lost man in a lost world. You can say I lost my faith in the people on TV. You can say I lost my belief in our politicians. They all seem like game show hosts to me, but if I ever lose my faith.
Okay, just want to pause for a moment. I love the build that's happening in the music. There's so many different cool sounds that are being added. They even had almost like a static at one point and started adding some more backing vocals as well. Just lots of very intricate details are being added for a slow build. I feel like this is going to have an amazing, amazing climax. Also, there is a line in here that hits so hard. Not going to say much about it, but the line where it talks about losing faith in politicians, I feel like people can just really relate to this right now. And it's good timing for this message. I really appreciate that they're doing this. Let's go back a little bit.
You can say I lost my belief in our politicians.
Like, oof.
They all seem like game show hosts to me, but if I ever lose my faith in you, if I
fun transition. I was about to say right before, those guitars reminded me of the guitars in the Firefly intro music. Sorry, gonna have another sentimental moment here. I love that this song was written so we don't know what you is. If I ever lose my faith in you, like what is that you? And it makes it so people can take the song and apply it to whatever their life circumstances are. I think it's super important in good songwriting to have relatability, something that can hit somebody in the moment and lots of people in the various moments that they're experiencing. So, that you might be a person, that you might be a thing, that you might be a greater idea. I don't know. But I really love that bigger general applicability. Okay, this transition was fun. Firefly. Oh.
I could be lost inside their lies without a trace. But every time I close my eyes, I see your face.
Oh. Whoa. Oh, that's so interesting. I feel like it just expressed so much more anger than the original right here. This is very, very interesting. Love how you had this beautiful, smooth, sting-like tone in that beginning section, and then this angry, distorted, harsh roar that happens that really, I feel like, is a better expression of anger overall, at having anger at somebody that they essentially broke your faith. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, now it sounds like we're back to smooth.
I never saw no miracle of science that didn't go from a blessing to a curse. I never saw no military solution that didn't end up worse. If I ever lose my faith in you.
Oh, this is fascinating. I wonder, maybe this is just my interpretation. I wonder, because she's looking at a reflection here, if they're trying to bring across the message to us that you need to have faith in yourself. I don't know. I really don't know. But I wonder if that was one of the possible interpretations that they're suggesting. Cool transition again. Oh yeah, for sure. This went from a super somber, like, wow, yeah, I know it's rough. I feel like maybe this world has been tough for people during 2020 and into 2021. This went from that feeling to, I feel so encouraged. I feel encouraged by this video of saying it basically, like, keep faith in yourself. All of these people looking at their reflections as he's saying, if I ever lose my faith in you, basically saying, like, the most important thing is to believe in yourself and to trust in your heart, trust that you're going to figure it out. And I really, really dig this. I also dig that we have a lot more hard rock elements happening at this point, because that battle of keeping faith and believing in yourself is so tough. It's so tough. And I think it is frustrating. It can provide a lot of anger in a person's life. And I think that the tension and the difficulty of that is really captured by this current musical and vocal choice. I want to go back. This is such a great moment. Is it here that we get it? Perfect timing.
If I ever lose my faith in you, if I ever lose my faith, there'll be nothing left for me to do. Nothing left for me. If I ever lose my faith, if I ever lose my faith, if I ever lose my faith, if I ever lose my faith in you.
There are those firefly strings. Oh, so good. They are so good at putting a modern take on a legendary song already. Wow, I feel like Disturbed and David Draiman just need to do tons and tons of covers like this. That it really shifts how you see the original song, and you say like, wow, no, this is a great understanding of it now. Wow. Oh man, I'm so glad that he chose to do this. I felt so inspired by seeing all of these different reflections of people looking at themselves. It just really, I love that messaging. That had great emotional impact. And I love the way that he's using his voice throughout in very, very specific ways to communicate that message. Sometimes, I think that it helps that he started with this casual tone that felt like somebody speaking in your ear. It instantly drew us in and made it feel like it was an intimate kind of song. And that makes sense now that I get to the end of it and I see that confrontation with a person's self in the mirror. It's so hard to look in the mirror at yourself and like really make eye contact and just be there with yourself. You should try it if you haven't. That is a very intimate thing. And I feel like he was able to bring us into that space at the beginning. And then with the this tormented emotion and sound, it really helps us to understand how difficult that battle can be to keep faith in yourself. Now, at first I thought, oh, you can apply lose my faith in you to all kinds of different use, and you can. I definitely think that this music video is talking about having faith in yourself, and I really dig that they pulled that particular message out and gave it to people during the huge year of COVID. So, man, just thank you to David Draiman and Disturbed for bringing that message to everybody when we really, really need it. I would love to know from you, our subscribers, if you want to have any other Disturbed songs on the channel. Please write that in the comments below. We track that and we respond to that by making the videos that you request the most. Also, you can find us here on YouTube every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. Arizona time for live premieres. And if you want to get to know me better or just hang out with a really great community of people, you can find that through our Patreon, or you can find courses about music and singing at thecharismaticvoice.com. I hope to see you somewhere soon.